So then guys, even though they might be late to the party, Apple are finally developing a foldable iPhone, and this is going to be coming out soon. But the big question is, when's it going to come out, and also what features are we going to see with this brand new sort of flip or fold type of iPhone? Well, today I want to give you a summary of everything we know, including the release date and price. But first of all, let's talk about the current sort of foldable phones and flip sort of phone market out there right now. What I would say is that all major big brands out there have either got some sort of foldable or flip kind of phone, or even both in some cases. You know, the biggest one I can think of right now is with, say, the likes of Samsung, where they have their flip phones and they also have their fold phones. We also have other companies like OnePlus, and also that OnePlus might be bringing out their second generation foldable phone very soon after the success of the last generation. There's also other manufacturers like Vivo, and also Oppo, and Honor, and also Xiaomi, and so many others that I could talk about, all Android phones. And like I said, the big companies out there all bringing out their different types of foldable kind of phones and flips and things like this, and bringing their own kind of unique kind of features to these type of phones. Now for Apple, we do not have any kind of foldable sort of screen device from them whatsoever. We have no foldable MacBook or foldable iPad or foldable kind of iPhone of any sort. But we've been hearing for ages on leaks and rumors, as you can see right here, and even patents showing us that Apple have been working on developing and creating their own version of a foldable or a flip iPhone. Now I say foldable or flip iPhone, this is going to be the first big question. Is it going to be like something like the, I don't know, like the Galaxy Fold sort of phone, or is it going to be more like a Galaxy Flip phone, or let's say a Motorola Razr sort of style? Well, personally, it does look like that Apple are actually going to be developing something very similar to, say, the Samsung Galaxy Flip, or say, for example, the Razr sort of design. So this is something very similar to like what I've got here on the table right now. This is what's likely that Apple are going to create, and this does make a lot of sense for Apple to actually do this. At the end of the day, if you actually have an iPhone like a standard bar one that we have right here, all we literally have to do is we just have to sort of just fold in that screen. Apple wouldn't really need to change the main operating system on this whatsoever. They don't have to craft it any bigger, you know, if it had like a fold sort of screen like this, and the majority of apps would all still work on this if it was a flip style kind of phone. And obviously we have had leaks and rumors coming in saying that Apple are looking to do this. Now personally, I do believe when Apple do bring out this sort of flip sort of phone out there, they will also add their own personal touch to it as well. So what I'm talking about is, like, for example, right now with, say, like the Motorola Razr, and let's say with the Galaxy sort of Z Flip sort of phones out there right now, you know, for example, we have the screen on the back of the phone, and obviously I think this is something that Apple would also develop. They'd create their own sort of screen on the back, but they'd probably do their own touch to it and how this works. Maybe this might be an easy way to interact with, say, Apple Intelligence, for example, or it might be something else. You know, maybe they could be doing, say, Genmoji, or for example Image Playground on this, or even something completely different out of the box that we've not actually heard of. The other thing that I would also say is that, you know, right now Apple haven't brought along a flip sort of phone just yet, and I think one of the big reasons behind that is obviously they want to get the hinge kind of correct. As you know, if you've got a flip phone or used it, the crease is something that a lot of you guys are considering and worried about, and also the sort of delicate kind of screen what's actually on the inside. A lot of you guys are worried about that, and I think this is the reason why Apple have actually been delaying bringing their iPhone to the market. They don't want to be known of, say, a screen that can get damaged, or, you know, they don't want to have people coming back to them to sort of replace their sort of iPhone sort of flips, and I think this is the key reason behind this. But next of all, you're probably asking the big question is, when's this going to be released and when are we going to get our hands on it? Well, I'll tell you about all those details, and also I'll tell you about the price too, right after I tell you about this channel's giveaway, and that is for this that we've got right here. This here is an M4 Pro Mac Mini, and inside of this we've got 32 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, and it is the baseline 12-core version of the M4 Pro. But the main thing is, I'm giving this away to one lucky subscriber at the end of March time. So we're talking about 2 months at the time of making this video, so it's not long to go. And you can still enter into this giveaway right now. All you have to do to enter in this giveaway at this stage is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it's Apple related, it doesn't have to be, so it could be like the new Switch 2. This is something what I really want to get my hands on. Maybe it could be the PS5 Pro, maybe it could be one of those new RTX NVIDIA graphics cards that have just come out, or maybe it's going to be something from Apple altogether. Let me know in the comments below right now. And the other thing that I'm also going to say is that the other part of the giveaway is going to be at the end of March time, or just before the time I actually announce who the winner is, where I will be making a video, and in that video I'll be giving you details of when I'll be doing the live stream and also a form to fill in too around that time. And you won't want to miss out on that because that's the second part of the giveaway. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, because you won't want to miss out on that video. And plus you want to be a subscriber too, because I'm giving this away to a subscriber. The last thing I just want to quickly say to you guys is sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, sending to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people, or better still, you can see right here, please do report them. So with that out of the way, the next big question then for you guys is, are we going to be seeing an iPhone 17 Flip or an iPhone 17 Fold in 2025? And the sweet answer and the short answer is, no, we won't be. But what we will be seeing is the potential of a flip phone coming in 2026, or at the very latest 2027, as you can see from this report right here. Now this report is a little bit old. It did say it back in February time, so we're talking almost a year ago that this report came in. But I do have another report that came in very recently, and you can see right here it's still targeted that Apple want to bring out a flip phone in 2026, and they want to sort of revolutionize the sort of flip phone sort of market, you know, convert more people onto it, as you can see from this leak right here. Whether that'll work or not, we don't know. But the main thing is that Apple are definitely targeting, say, a 2026 sort of release time, and I believe that if it starts to get delayed, it'll probably go into 2027. Now, if it does get released in 2026, when will the time we'll actually get our hands on it? Well, obviously, I potentially believe it's going to be when we get the iPhone 18. Now, it sounds silly I'm saying iPhone 18 because we've not even got the 17 yet, but that's most likely going to be September time 2026, and most likely it's going to be about mid-September time where that will be announced. So that's what I will say right now for the actual release date. But then the next question you're going to be asking is, what about the price then? Well, I think we can look to other kind of phones out there that are flip phones. So for example, if we look at, say, the Samsung sort of Z Flip sort of range, the sort of Motorola Razr, and we kind of get a gauging on kind of the sort of pricing there, it's most likely that their first kind of sort of flip phones from Apple are going to probably cost around about $1,000 US. Now, one thing I would also say is, do not expect it to be a pro device whatsoever. Do expect it to literally be something like we got right here with the iPhone 16, but just foldable. You probably just get two standard cameras. There will be a screen on the back, but you will not get anything extra special. The main highlight of it is that it'll have the screen on the back, and then obviously it can flip over into sort of a clamshell sort of design, and that is really it. So do not expect kind of the best cameras, the pro cameras, and the best sort of pro chip inside of it. It's very unlikely that this will be the case. But like I said, that price is probably going to be around about the sort of baseline sort of version with the baseline amount of storage. That's what it will start at. But with that as well, guys, that is the latest and greatest that we know about the iPhone Flip or the iPhone Fold. Are you excited for this? Is this a phone that you would like to get your hands on? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.